Everybody can see it. Say me a overdo it, oh yeah. Aye, y'all have say, why make you clean so? Y'all have say, why make you clean so? High grade smoke a flow through me window. Me a overdo it.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Sha with another DIY Carnival tutorial, and today we will be creating a simple tiara, and tiaras are great options if you do not want to wear a really big feather headpiece on the road for Carnival. We are starting off with something light so that we can build up for the tutorials that are to come. 14 gauge wire, high temperature glue stick, stretch fabric, wire cutters, bling rhinestones, trim of your choice, scissors, 2 flathead pliers, 1 round nose pliers, measuring tape, and your glue gun. And what is not shown is a round object, and I usually use a small flower pot. The first thing that you want to do is measure out your wire and your fabric. So I have about 11 to 13 inches of wire, and then I have a 1 inch by 30 inch strip of fabric, and I have 2 of those. Then I take my wire and I bend it around the flower pot, and that gives me my circular shape. Then I take my 1 inch strip of fabric, I put a little glue on there, and then I start from the edge of the wire, folding it over, making sure that the tip of the wire is covered because you don't want to get cut by the raw wire. And then you just start to wrap it around. The trick to this is putting it on a diagonal so that it will roll down easily. As you go further down the wire, you can add a few dabs of glue every now and then. Make sure that you wrap tightly and keep your finger positioned on the fabric so that it stays in place. Once you get to the end, you're going to put more glue, and you're going to fold the fabric back over the wire just as you did in the beginning. And then you're going to fold it over, secure it with a little bit of glue. Wrap it over a little bit and hold down. Once you're done with that, you're going to clip off the excess, and then voila! So the next thing we're going to do is curve the ends in with our round nose pliers, and we're going to do that on both sides. Please use your wrist to do that. So what you're seeing here is me forgetting that I had to turn it a different way. So you're just going to take the flat nose pliers, turn it a little bit, and then do the same thing to the opposite side so that the points are not facing the person's head. Next, you're going to apply glue to your wrapped wire and then apply your trim. You can do one section at a time and then add on as you go to make the process a little easier for you. Then you're going to take your bling and glue them on top of your trim using the glue gun, and you put those wherever you would like them to go. Then you have your completed base. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking that second strip of fabric, folding it in half, and then cutting it at the half fold line. Then I take one strip, place it by the opening in the loop that I made earlier, taking my scissors and pushing the fabric through the hole. From there, I'm going to do a double knot. This is my first one. Make sure you pull tightly. And then I'm going to do my second knot. And again, make sure you pull tightly. After that, we're just going to cut off the excess and then do the same thing to the other side, which is not shown. And here is my finished tiara. If you stand by for just a couple of seconds, I will show you how to do a double tier tiara using 2 pieces of wire if you want to do something a little more advanced than the single strand. So first, these are my last two pieces of wire, which is why they look a little crazy. So just bear with me. I'm only doing this for tutorial purposes. Alright, so you have your two pieces of wire, and I've already curved them using my flower pot as I showed you earlier. So the first thing I'm going to do is bend the ends of the first piece of wire upwards. From here, since I wanted to match the curve on the second piece of wire, I'm going to kind of curve it inwards towards me, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I'm going to curve it the other way so that they're going in the same direction. Then I want to make sure that everything lines up properly with the other piece. Now I'm going to take my duct tape and I'm going to put it on an angle so that it wraps around the wire and goes downward without any trouble. So you don't want to do the duct tape straight on because you're just going to be wrapping it in the same spot, and you want to wrap it so that it goes down the wire. I hope that makes sense. Then you just take it, fold it to your liking, and then you will continue to wrap it as I showed you earlier. And these are just some examples of tiaras that I did using two pieces of wire. Clearly the wire in these pieces would be a lot longer since there's more dimensions and more form to it. Alright, so if you appreciate what was just shared with you, please do me a favor and share it with your friends, share it with your families. Give this a thumbs up and like it for me, and also subscribe so that you know when the next Things Nice DIY Carnival tutorial becomes available. You never know what we're going to be creating next. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. Visit www.thingsnice.com. Follow your girl on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and Snapchat. All Things Nice. Thank you. Bye.